Hey dudes, I'm Hilah and welcome to Hilah Cooking. So we got a special, exciting field trip today. We're going to go out to Johnson's Backyard Garden, which is a big organic farm here. And I heard that they have some green tomatoes, and I've gotten lots of requests for fried green tomatoes. So we're going to go out there, steal some tomatoes, come back here, make the most awesome fried green tomatoes you ever put in your face.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Doing good.
Good, so you're going to show us some tomatoes? You got a bunch of tomatoes, I hear.
A couple.
Yeah. How many plants you got this year?
30,000.
Wow. How many varieties?
We're growing about 60 different varieties this year.
Okay, well I'm going to steal some of the green ones, okay?
Sounds good.
All right. So why did you get into farming?
I got into farming because I wanted to do something that I believed in and I thought that was important. And I was majoring in mechanical engineering, and ended up, talking to my professor and telling him, that I was having trouble, kind of thinking about working in some factory when I grew up. I think he thought that I'd broken through to the other side. I had a big beard and long hair and was following the Grateful Dead around too much. And he's like, boy, I think you need to go talk to the agricultural and engineering department. He says, you're about to graduate as an engineer. So I changed my major, and it was the best decision that I ever made. Farming is a extremely risky business. And I guess one of the strategies that we've taken as far as trying to manage that risk and stay in business as a vegetable farmer is diversification. So we sell to restaurants in Austin, lots of different grocery stores. We also have a really active community-supported agriculture component to our farm. And then we also sell at farmers markets all over town. And so I think just having all these different outlets and community support is a real important part, to our farm. One of the things that we're working on now is we're looking at kind of Austin as a pie. Instead of just feeding, half the pie. I didn't get started farming in Austin just to feed the yuppies.
Right.
and so we're actually starting a nonprofit right now called Farm Share. And so the whole purpose of the nonprofit is to feed the other half of the pie. So working in cooperation with groups like Capillary Food Bank, Caritas, Salvation Army, the Settlement Home. So existing nonprofits that have a community that they can feed, have a distribution network that we can partner with, where local farms in Austin can grow food and provide it to people that can afford it. Our farm now has grown from the 30 by 50 foot backyard garden to now we're growing about 65 acres of vegetables.
Well, thanks for talking to us.
Yeah, cool.
Good to see you. Oh. Okay, we're back. That was a lot of fun, even though we got wet, but that's okay because we just washed away our sins, and now we're ready to make some fried green tomatoes. If you've never had fried green tomatoes, they're kind of tart and fried, and then you season them with salt. So if you like fried pickles, you'll probably like these. You don't want to cut them too thick because they're really, really crisp. So I'm thinking like 1/4 inch to 1/3 of an inch. I don't know how many millimeters that is. They need to be able to cook through while you're frying them without getting the breading too brown. Cool. And then here's a little trick if you don't want to waste this little stem end. You can use just a little melon baller and kind of scoop that out. And then you can still fry that piece. So cool. All right, now what I like to do before I bread them is just sprinkle the tomatoes really lightly with a little bit of celery salt. You could just use regular salt or garlic salt or onion salt, anything like that would be good, just to add a little bit more flavor to the mix. And then I've got some cornmeal flour here that's just seasoned with, salt, pepper, cayenne pepper. And you could leave the cayenne pepper out if you're serving babies or wimps. And then just a single egg here. And then we just dip, baby, dip. So dry stuff. And then wet stuff. Just kidding. and then back into the dryer. Cool, I'm just gonna set that down while we do the rest of them. I've got a little bit of vegetable oil in here now, and I'm gonna add a scoop of bacon fat. So if you're not a hillbilly like me who keeps a jar of bacon fat around, then you can just use oil. So when you drop in a little bit of your breading mixture and it starts to frizzle and fry like Primus or like this little thing, then you're ready to go. And I only have like a millimeter of oil in here. We're not like deep frying these or anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my fatty boy in here first. Let's see if I can squeeze this little mofo in here. Cool. All right, now that they're all in, I'm gonna turn my heat down to like medium and let them go for 3 or 4 minutes, and then we'll flip them. Look at that gorgeous business happening there. They're releasing their succulent juices for my mouth. Perfect. Oh my gosh. Okay, so another 3 or 4 minutes just until the other side is just as delectably golden brown. Look at that. Just like Mom used to make. Obviously, I'm gonna have to eat a flaming hot one for you people, or I'll never hear the end of it. Just kidding. I love you guys. All right, while they're hot, you wanna make sure to sprinkle them with just a little bit of salt. You know, like anything that you fry. It's always better if it's salty. And some people like to serve these with ranch or Tabasco or lemon juice. I like them just plain like this. I bet some sweet chili sauce would be super awesome if you want to do some like Tex-Asian fusion shit. All right, so these are really hot still. I'm just gonna cut it open and kind of cut me a little bite. Oh look, see, that's perfect. See, the tomato is just like a little bit soft. The crust is really nice and it's sticking to the tomato really well. Mmm. 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 Loves, that's good. Totally reminds me of what Mom used to make. And the celery salt, if you want to do that, I think it's a great little flavor combination. Adds a lot there. So there's how to make fried green tomatoes. Thanks everyone for suggesting that. I never honestly would have thought that anyone would be interested in that, but I do love them and I grew up eating them, so I'm really glad that other people appreciate them as well. I hope you try the recipe. If you have any questions or anything, leave them in the comments below. I'll get to them as soon as I can. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks to Johnson's Backyard Garden. If you live in Austin, go get a CSA box for them or something. Okay.